Hello and welcome back. I'm bballjo and this is Transport Fever 2. We know exactly what we're gonna do. There's a bunch of stuff in our way that has to be moved, has to be redirected, has to be restructured. So this whole thing is going to look very different when we're done. And if we have a little bit of time, we can look for traffic problems and increasing, cargo on all the other places that we still have to do here. This is going to be a little painful for a little short while, but we have to get started. This is effectively the straight line that I want to shoot for here because it hits right into the station, but we do have to get a lot of preparations done before we can do that. Initially, I thought this one has to move. I'm not 100% sure that it has to move. I do want to move it anyways, just so this is not in the way when I want to make some progress, because I wouldn't be surprised if this has to just be elevated. We're completely paused. That's a thing that just has to happen, but it will be fine, probably. The first thing we want to do is just move this one over, just a little bit. And do I have to play you? Is my icon off? I think my icon is off because I can't see. There's the station. I wanted to see the station. Without the station, I feel like it's not going to work, but this is all I wanted. You didn't take over. Oh, you bastard. No, it will be fine because the station is still here. Pause again. I would like to move you over this way. Just move you over this way. This was a plan. I thought I was going to show you a cool trick of how you can move your stops temporarily, and then the game's just like, yeah, but I don't want to. It still hasn't taken. But take that one. Why wouldn't? I do realize it's not the same street name and all that nonsense, but it would be really cool if you would just let me do it. We're just gonna move you over half a foot, I guess. That's gonna be all we get right now. But later, this will have a bigger change. So let's start bulldozing, because this is the thing that we have to do today for sure. Vehicles on the way. You should have just gone to where I just send you, and then this wouldn't be a real problem. But no, you need it to be special. But that is fine. That's the first piece. Great. The second piece, this ginormous ruddy road over here needs to get a new home, and then sorry, not sorry, unless, ooh, there's a small chance that I can jump over this. Yeah, great choice of words there. That I can jump over this because I don't hate this intersection. This kind of looks nice, especially with what we have going on over here. But to enable all of that, we at least have to change whatever the heck is going on over here. And I think we can. I think we have more than enough power to make that happen. So let's leave this intersection exactly where it is, and then we can turn on a random music track that is somewhere down the road. Cool. Okay, let's get into the next thing, which is building or getting our track connection from here, which this one, I think we're relatively flat. Let's see. Are we? Yeah, this is pretty much flat. No. Tree, you're a little bit in the way, but you can see we're not exactly flat. If I go up one, that looks like we're just a little higher, so I'm using the period and I think this one is the most friendly. I'm using period and comma. That's what I was saying. This one looks like the most friendly approach, but I still don't love it. I think here's what we're going to do. Instead of doing that, we're going to do a dirty trick, which is first get an extra long, and we do want 300 kilometers per hour, get an extra long connection out of here. Ooh, no, I know a better trick. Okay, do the better trick. The better trick is back up, make this one flat for wherever the rail is, just wherever the connection is going to go. Make that one nice and flat, because we should be relatively close. You can see here that we're going up a little bit in the track. But if you do this and you're actually relatively flat, I do like the trees here, but they're in the way of my thing right now. If you do go flat next to the track that you then pull out from here should try to also be relatively flat. Now, when I do, it's not doing it. No, stop it. Stay flat. Stay where I need you to go. Yes, this is looking exactly like I want it to look. The only problem we have right now is the 300 kilometer, let's call it problem. So let's see how that goes. Now we are not perfectly going up, but you know what? This is sufficient for our problem. Also, you haven't actually set up any high-speed rail to go out here yet, so that's something you still have to do down the road. But as you can see, we're kind of pointing at this thing, which is semi-wanted and warranted. I did want this. I would like this to be more of a... there's a hump here. We can actually... This hump is to our advantage right now. We should be able to put a more flat road approach here and then get the connections that we want. That will be super. Let's see. If you go that way, stay flat for a little bit. Thank you. And then you go this way, just flat the other way. Yes. Don't hate it so far. And then these just have to reconnect somewhere eventually, and that's fine. But now if we pull this over here and stay flat, it's not a bridge. If I do a little M, now we have a bridge. Okay. Double M gets us a bridge. I am totally happy making this whole thing a bridge affair. I know we built a lot of bridges last time, but this is high-speed rail requires bridges. That's just a thing. It's just a theme and a thing. MM. So two humpies up gets us the bridge. Cool. The bridge doesn't work here because bridge pillar collision. Got it. Not bridge pillar collision. Also got it. Is 300 kilometers an hour really absolutely required here? You know what? If we can't get it, we'll be okay. This one is just a really long segment over this bridge piece. I don't love that. I think if we go red, we are... Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, ah! And just... The problem with red is 180. No! I like red, but yeah, 180 is not really in our repertoire right now. 296 is, I guess, all we get, and we have a little pillar in the middle there. That is good. We have this pillar over here that is partially on the road. Not just partially, and it does give me the bridge pillar collision notification there. So I think this is going to be our best bet. 291 is just what we're going to get out of here, and we will just allow that to happen and just back this up a little bit so we can straighten out again right away. Also getting our other connections in. It's not going to work the way that you want it to work, is it? Probably not. So there is this. I knew that this has to move. I don't know where I'm going to move it to yet, but I do know that this had to move. So let's just make a little bit of room, make it a little bit of flat. There we go. I know at some point I probably built all of this and I forgot all about it, but right now is not the time to be sentimental about the things that we no longer need. So let's get rid of all of that. I would like... I haven't decided. What we can do, Swanley and Harlow are two large towns. They should be connected with a real train. Chippenham is relatively big, and the Rothbury, yeah, we can pull them in and they can be connected to a thing. That looks good. And then Cramlington will just have to go to Swanage to get the final connection. So it feels like this can be its own train connection. We don't have to reconnect it to what we already have in backup going up to Harlow. So train connection to Swanley, Chippenham, although, no, don't go to Swanage. If you go to Swanage, the problem is that we're extending everything. So what we have to do is Chippenham should be our center. So Harlow goes to Chippenham, and Chippenham has a train that goes to Swanley and to Osset. And Swanage will have a train that will probably connect these three things into Swanage, either by train or bus, I don't know yet. But Swanage will be our end station for the next high-speed rail that we've thrown in here. So knowing all of that, do the next part. The next part is going to be extending this here. Really? You will not let me build... I want a piece of track right here. You gotta be kidding me. No, you guys cannot stay here. You... Talk to you. There's a small building right here that we don't need, and this building we probably do want. Why? This seems completely unnecessary. Let me build where I want to build. You let me do the bulldozer thing everywhere else. May as well let me do it here. Okay. With this in mind, I do think that the road to our left, to our right, is going to move just a little. Stop doing this. Seriously. I can't believe how many times I had to do that just now. but it did happen, so it is annoying. And there's more here. You, and you. I know you all want to go train spotting, and this is a great location, but bulldozers must. I do like the idea of this having a terminal station. I don't like the idea of that building not terminating right there. And then this, you're too big, that's fine, but this one is perfect. And now we have an actual terminal terminating right there, which is what I wanted. Any reason why we need another platform or another track piece here? Because right now is the easiest time to do that. So if we put you here, if we put another platform here, I have no reason to think that we need another train capable platform. So we're not going to do that. Let's just close this off. Understand that each of these segments is 40. So 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240 is the length. It's almost as long as I want it, but let's make it a little longer. What was 240? So 320 now. That should be long enough for whatever train we want to throw on here, so we can actually do the things. Great. Passenger building. If I can fit something relatively small in here, that would be great. We also have our... Where is... Oh, there's a side entrance. That's what I was looking for. Yes, we do get a tiddler right there. That's good. We can get probably a tiddler right here. That's also good. We won't get a tiddler there. We already have a tiddler here, so everything is connected with just one mediocre train station connection down there, but that should be fine. Cool. Let's see what the crow flies thinks about this. It thinks 177. I am okay with this kink that effectively has to go right there. That kink is okay, and we are going 300. That is all fine. There. I am not okay with this anymore. Sorry, you are in the way now. Yes, you don't look terrible. I kind of just need to move you to the right. Or to the north side, or whatever that is. But yeah, I need you to move. Road. Yes, road. Give me some road. Give me this road. Give me that connection. Cool. Then destroy this one, and give me my refund. Cool. We definitely don't need this anymore. Just a little piece there, and then hopefully this kind of connects semi-straight. Yes, you come out of that turn, and then you go into this turn. That looks relatively good. I think there is a chance that we get a small increase. Nope, that's a collision now. Good job. You did the thing you didn't need to do. Great. Awesome sauce. Yeah, you have to make this... Oh, hold on now. To take you back and give myself a little bit of a straight piece here. I think I can get a slightly better connection. That's not better. That doesn't look better at all. Hold on. Let's see. Get this in here. 200, 300, 300, 300. Yes. And then this is already a straight piece that kind of wants to go in there and not into where you have it. But this is okay. You can totally connect into this track like you're doing right now, and I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, this is good. Get your final train connections in. That's A. We already are connected to like a rail depot right here in this section, so I don't have to worry about that anymore right now. This is a problem, because having this guy be effectively on the ground and this guy be up in the air does make a good connection here more difficult than I wanted it to be. So from here, from the straight piece that we just put in a second ago, let's try to stay up and get a little bit more bridge action going in this sector, because I think that will make all of our connections much easier. Nice and flat. Okay, nice and straight. Not quiet, but honestly, if we can use this as a straight bit instead of the bit that I already have, and then we should be okay. Obviously, that one is way too high, but I only need one more up. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, get us the bridge that we want. Very good. And then we take the pieces out that we don't want, and I can see if I can actually manage to get a more reasonable rail connection in there. Not rail connection, but road configuration for the junction that we're about to build. I think that would be exciting. Take all of you back. This one, I am pretty much sold on building a bridge for the road piece instead of the rail piece. Why? Because road is much more flexible than rail, as you can see here. So we either have to hump over there or, ooh, there's more bridge. Okay. I like this a little better because the hump is a little more even. That looks good. This looks terrible. But maybe there's something we can do here with a bridge just for a little bit. Refront there. That looks good. Get you in here. And then no, it's just like, yeah, you can't do that here. So there's just going to be an embankment on the side, and that's fine. It's just a little erosion. Let's call it erosion, not embankment. It's still a swan neck. It's still a swan neck. Yes, yes it is. I think in that case we have to take, excuse me, I didn't mean to ring a doorbell there. We need to take this one back, at least one piece, and then we can make this a little more straight. I don't sound convinced because I am not. There's a piece here that we don't want. Thank you. That will also take care of the ugliness that we had at that platform over here. But you're not... Okay. We can do this. I don't need 300 at the beginning of the station. We already talked about that. All I need is this to kind of come in at a relatively nice angle. You will get an embankment. You come in down here. Then I will just back it up just a little bit so this final turn is a little smooth, and it's 300. And now this is a straight line. We still have the embankment problem. Do you want to make this a bridge? I will try one more time to make this a bridge. I don't think it will let me make it a bridge, but I will try to just lower this. We are already in water now. We don't want water. We just want flatness. There we go. That's what I wanted. And now see if you can get a bridge out of here. No, you cannot. That's the last time I will try that. So done. Good. You connect into here. I really want to make this a high-speed rail in case that wasn't obvious. But to do that, I may have to finagle and mess with the cargo train that has to go on the same rail, sitting right there right now. I send it out without too much cargo on it because that felt like the right thing to do. I just wanted to have it move and take a picture off the train on the bridge. That felt cool. Okay, so we have this one here, and not everything is connected to everything. That's not what I'm trying to do right now, but we have to get this one reconfigured in a way that makes sense. Let's get a piece of road, probably highway, probably extra large road. What do we have here? Just a 2-lane, that's fine. And go here. Yes, you are dipping a little bit. I do see that, but I think we can make something pretty. First, I'm going to run you over here. That's good. Then I'm going to take out the middle pieces. Then I will let you run actually on the ground instead of digging as deep as you were digging. And then just the last piece here, you can smooth up a little bit. I wanted a straight piece. That's really all I wanted to make this work. And for some reason, the straight piece is taking a little bit of a ramp approach here, which I guess is okay. That looks fine so far. Put in a junction. Okay, where is most of our traffic going from this location? These are 3 large towns, plus there's a 4th large town right here that we can probably connect to some other things if we really wanted to. But there are 3 large towns coming in here that we have to organize, and we cannot move our factory. Cannot move it. It's not a thing. Let's see what we have for street construction. We have this guy, that looks good. I want you to be number of lanes, this, and scale relatively large, and see what we can see. As you can see, we can't build right where this piece of road is, so we will just plan on putting that back in. And I really don't hate... Oh, slope? I have no problem with slope, and I think we can plan on being able to reproduce this bridge when we get to it. Give me a brush size, give me a little bit of strength. That puts something in the mountain here that will make the junction that we're trying to build much more feasible and possible. And this is totally how they build real roads in real life, I think. Even though, honestly, let's go on a little tangent here. I am not a fan of people expecting games to run like real life. And I am not saying that you shouldn't appreciate like real life like behavior of things. Real life like logical behavior of certain things. It's just like, okay, it kind of feels like it really should do this, and when it doesn't do it, it really just hurts the immersion or the feeling when playing the game that we all, you know, want. And that is totally appropriate and totally fine. I just think some people take that a little too far and say, well, in real life it does this. Why does this computer not do it? It's just like, you know what? Because it's a computer. It's not real life. It's this thing that someone made up, and there's an algorithm running behind this thing that makes things work a certain way, and they don't always make the best decision, especially in terms of, you know, like efficiency. Like they have some rules that they like to follow, and then that's it. That's what they're trying to do, and stuff just doesn't always work out the right way. So yeah, don't put expectations on a game that it really just cannot fulfill, because that will set everyone up for disappointment, I think. Yeah, this is working for some reason. It turned this one into a not the highway thing that I actually built, but it did something. No, get rid of the road thing. Let me click this thing. Let me turn off this thing, and then what do we have? I don't fully understand why there are two roads over here doing the thing that they're doing, but now we have two turning, good. We have two going straight, good. One going around, good. Just that piece is a little funky, but at least we're on flat track, on flat ground, so it doesn't look awful. Also, I can upgrade this to a 3 road now, and now we have 2 turn lanes again, which is not ideal. This one is supposed to be a single turn lane, so if we now turn this one into a double, yeah, now we're talking. 2 straights, good. All of this kind of, we did the lane mathematics a long time ago, but this one works. We're offset to the right a little bit, but I don't think I mind that. I don't want to take all of you off because this is already working, kind of, sort of, in a way. So let's take a quick node here, so I can remove that piece, and then we can use this starting point. You don't need straight road anymore. We can use this starting point to either merge into there, which that is our main connection into the city. Otherwise, I would have said that road is actually coming in a little closer. But then we will introduce a lot more traffic into Felixstowe. I don't hate that. Let's introduce more traffic because this is more elegant. I want that bridge. Yes, I want to go up just one shift M, click is what that was, and that will let us do all the things that we want to do here. And if you want to use the old route, you still can. I will just give you this connection. But at some point, I'm expecting, hoping, assuming that we will have to put in a little bit more thought in Felixstowe connection right there. So that's the first thing. Let's get the bridge connection back in here. This is now a cargo stretch off connection, so I feel like this bridge is appropriate enough. We only need 180. That's all I need out of you. I don't like that it's not even remotely even, so we're going to take a little bit away on that side. I would like to take a little more away on this side, but we can't do that. So here's another trick. When you build this, and I know that I want the bridge to end about right there, you can do all of this with snapping enabled, and then you have the last little piece here that's already straight and already connected to all the things that you want. Pretty easy to snap together, and now the bridge is shorter on that side. I would still like you to be a little shorter on this side. So this is how much bridge I want. Very good. Beautiful. And now everything is actually looking pretty, I think. This one is obviously going to be an embankment. And I like how the embankments looked earlier, and right now I think that looks pretty well. There is a little hump over here for the high-speed rail, but as you saw, it's just a small hump. You could level that out a little bit with going a little further on both sides, but I'm not sure that I'm going to do that right now. But we'll see how bad it looks. But right now, the bridges that we have here, I am pretty almost excited about. So let's continue that. This junction definitely will fall into that road. So let's continue doing what we were doing earlier. Let's get this one out here. Good. Get our highway thing from there to there. Don't love it. How about highway thing from here to here? Yes. Yes, we're doing the same thing that happened earlier. I know that this is ugly at first, but it kind of works out eventually. What I needed this one to be, no, this one had to be the 2 to make this one the 2 straights. That works. That actually works, and I am actually quite okay with what's going on here. Let's level this out a little bit to make it a little more smooth in some places. I don't mind the white stones showing right there, but everything in front of it just doesn't need any of that. Cool. All right, one more right here. And for this, we probably need to go flat a little further out. And again, the white stones showing, I think looks nice, especially right next to where there is a major road happening. So that all feels good. I'm offsetting this to the left a little bit. I think that's what I did on all the other situations, unless I offset to the other side, which is very possible. But let's see here. You go there, you go there. Yes, you turn this into a really funky road, and then you just upgrade it again to a triple lane. Beautiful. And this is a triple lane, that's your problem. Okay. There we go. Now we have the connections that we wanted, and everyone can turn. You can optimize this a little more. This is still a single lane going there. This is lane mathematics again, but it is helpful, especially in city skylines. Here, it's not as helpful to have situations like this one where you have dedicated turn lanes instead of single turn lanes. And we can do that. As you can see, it's changing the lanes there to make the outside lane turn and the other two go straight. That is good. Over here, no, not over here. We probably want to increase to 3 lanes again. So that this turn lane can go into a thing. That all looks fine. Yeah, they can all use the middle lane. That's okay. And I feel like... Oh. The problem I say. I have these flipped. Now I have to figure out if I want to keep these flipped, and I think I don't. I think I want this as a triple lane. This as a double. Think about it. Double on the right, triple on the left. Yeah, triple is the exit. Yes, triple is the exit. Do the exit. This is fine. This is fine. We don't have a dedicated turn lane that can all go straight, but there shouldn't be a block here because we have 2 lanes where they can go into. This is not going to make a difference. This would make a difference, but I don't think that's what we want here. We don't want to reduce traffic all that much. The problem is if we do triple lane here, we get 2 turn lanes there, dedicated turn lanes, and only 1 straight lane. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So the exit gets this, the input goes there, and then this one becomes a triple lane again, and everything should be fine. We'll see how the traffic flows. If the traffic is horrible, we will just have to do something, but for right now, I feel pretty good about what we have. Curvy road into the city, please. No. I don't think so. Definitely not that either. Nope. Well, zoom up and go to the position where you actually have to go. I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, that was the first replacement attempt. That didn't work very well. That is the road that I wanted. Something nice and snaky going that way. And here, just get up the road right there. Now that we do have some money, I feel very compelled to just give them a quick upgrade here. There you go. And everyone should be pretty happy. That feels good for now. This one has to be built into this junction somehow. And you could say, why didn't you just build the cloverleaf? Because space. I don't have space for this, and this is really a siding or a side road or secondary road. Secondary road is probably the right way to describe this. And I would like to treat it as such. I don't want this to necessarily go on the main road too early. We do have limits. We can only go 80 on this road and 100 on these, and we will get trucks that can go fast enough to make to go 100. So we will need to add a secondary road out here. There's the tunnel. Okay. Wasn't sure if I wanted a tunnel, but I do want a tunnel. And this road should help us with traffic from the city as well. I do want a little bit of tunnel. I'm using Shift MN again right now. Shift and N to go down. Oh, come on. Give me that. The least amount of tunnel is the amount of tunnel that I want. Now we have a good connection in there. The problem is I don't like it. I don't like it because I don't have a way to connect this. There's almost no point in doing this unless I can make a good enough connection for the rest of the roads. And I know that I can. I just have to adjust where the truck stop was. That's over there. I'm a big fan of making this a slow road. That's not the problem. I do need a connection in here somewhere. So you make this one nice. You did make that one nice. Yep, there you go. And then this has to connect to something, and we'll probably have to jump the road that we have, pretty much like we had earlier, to get our connections to what we need. I don't like how stiff that looked, so let's try this again. Nice. Less stiff. Good job. So that goes there. Why do you have to have a hump right here? That seems unnecessary. Let's make this road connection just nice and straight. Actually flat if you don't mind. Cool. Flat is good. Then get this road through that road, and this is the connection that we don't want to look like that. What is that? Oh boy. Let's take this one back just a little bit more. And now this is kind of where I want to be. Obviously, this hump is a little more extreme than it needs to be, so let's see what we can do here to make this better. I just wanted to have a smooth enough flow from where we were, and now we're talking. That is pretty appropriate, if you ask me, and I wouldn't mind now replacing the building that we just demolished to over here. It's a little further to drive. That's fine. I don't care about that. I want this like to look appropriate and nice enough, and then I'm pretty sure we don't need the traffic nonsense over here. That feels fine. With this, I feel very compelled to use this road that we just added here. Excuse me. There we go. Very compelled to use this road that is a crappy road on purpose to connect to the existing crappy road to the city. So this is just a, you know, a detour kind of thing where they can go in there and do their thing if they really wanted to. And that should all work for now. All of the connections, besides someone's complaining over here, crude oil run. Crude oil run is here. Where's the rest? Harlow fuel delivery. Yes? Where are you? Where are you? Harlow siding is here. Oh, good. Yeah, that connection is still not there. That's fine. We will get that back. Don't worry about that. No problem. So there is our... Excuse me. Let's get some water because it's important. Yeah, we're not unpausing because I don't want to lose too much anything here. We have the option of making this a train route. Sure. Putting trains in here now that we have a train crossing crane with a bridge, train crossing road, interstate with a bridge, and road crossing some train tracks without a bridge. We probably don't have that much opportunity here to put another train unless we make more bridges and tunnels that just go a lot higher than what we already have, and that is not in my current plan. So, no to that. We can see if we could get a quick tunnel underneath here. There are good tunnels and bad tunnels, and I'm not interested in bad tunnels. This is a bad tunnel. So no for that. However, I think on this side, a tunnel is probably pretty feasible. 1, 2, oh, yeah, 2 will get us a tunnel relatively quickly. The problem is we're already pretty low, which makes the whole tunnel experience a little annoying. And now we have to cross this road somehow, which is also not going to go without a tunnel, or we have to cross something here. And crossing here does not feel super unless we put a roundabout in there. Roundabout doesn't feel bad, and the road here doesn't feel bad because we can easily make the connection over there. Like we're crossing here right now with a road, we can just make the road turn to the left and go over here and put the cargo station on this side. That's not the end of the world, but I don't know that I love that. The alternative is obviously putting a ramp here. Go, well, don't do that. Put a ramp here and jump over both bridges. Let's go 1, 2, excuse me. 1, 2, 3. Kind of. I don't need you to go up. I need you to go flat. 3, 4. 4 will make a bridge here. Okay. Make it a pretty bridge. Okay. Give me the blue button. Okay. But I don't think 4... It's still fine. I don't think 4 will get us a good connection here. There's just a collision there. That's... interesting. Can you do this? Nope. You still don't like it. You're just off by a little bit. How much of a ramp is that? That's a big ramp, and that's a big bridge. I don't like how that looks at all. So I don't know that I want to support this. Which then means, okay, this is high-speed track. It's supposed to be high-speed track. If there's a train coming in here, which there won't be a lot of trains, you may be okay to just jump this. Let's see how it looks. You go there, and then you, ideally, there's the connection that I wanted. Ideally, you stay relatively flat here, and then you have to figure out how to get over this road. Okay. How can we go over that road? I mean, there are a million ways. Ideally, I don't want to do a crossing here, but you could just put a roundabout in. Because that roundabout would actually give you access to deliver on this side too, which is something that you did earlier that you didn't like, but now that's an option. That is an option. That is very much an option. I don't hate that idea. Okay, put a roundabout in here, but put it on the level of where the road is right now and see how that looks. Okay. That will do. Number of lanes, definitely 3 in a radius. We want this to be big enough to allow for lane changes in whatever location they are. And then here's the leveling out. Because we have money now, we can do this and nobody should complain. There we go. And road, yes, right here, definitely. Let's see how this works. Street, little street goes in there. Beautiful. Big street goes in here. We will do lane mathematics in just a second on the roundabout and see how that works. Sure, this is not straight, but it's fine. This one, oh come on! No, game. Just let me do the thing. Yes, you can turn now. So we have 2 turn lanes. Good. We don't have a dedicated turn lane. Not good. That means potentially that we just want... Nope, that's not a single turn lane either. Okay. You would have to do it with this. I would like a single turn lane right there. Now, okay, if we make the next piece a double, that is fine. Which means on this side is a double. Yeah, that's a dedicated turn lane there. Not a dedicated... leave it like this and see what happens. Because we still have... Did I put a signal here? No, that's just lamps. But this is now a city road and this is a country road, which is interesting. Cool choice, guys. Let's continue this road, though, and I would like to have this road... this is the road that continues from here. I would like this road to almost run in parallel of the crappy road that's out there. I have a feeling that road is not going to be used a lot, but I would like to run it like this anyways. Otherwise... and we're just going to do it this way. Otherwise... Well, we'll just have to see. The red beacon of doom is currently turned off, so we should be able to turn all of this into high speed and see what happens. Let's raise the roof on whatever's going on over here. This one, obviously not a thing anymore. Back to this. Yep, cannot raise everything, but we can raise it enough to make it at least blend in. Cool. Cool so far. Yep. This is good. This is good. This is good. And there's the traffic. Okay. This... they're treating as a shortcut now. Do I hate that? I don't think so. I'm okay with that. I would prefer that they go through here, but to do that, we have to redo this whole section and make a larger, the cloverleaf intersection and have it effectively go north and south. Is that a problem? I don't think so. But this shortcut over... It seems to be working. Why are you complaining? Does it look fine? Yes, it looks fine. Could it be better? Yes, it can always be better. So leave it alone. We still have this connection that we no longer have. Do we need that connection? There was a shortcut here that was supposed to keep everyone off everyone's toe, which now they will go through the middle of town here instead. I am not feeling hateful towards that. If we expand this road, it may just not be a problem at all, so we can just let that happen, and we'll see what the traffic does. We are trying to submit or to provide enough vehicles where we don't experience any real issues. Speaking of any real issues, how many terminals do we need? We need 4 terminals right here. Okay, remove this. Get me a new building. That one. Get me super long. And we need 4 terminals at least. And build you somewhere that is reasonable. And I say reasonable here very loosely because reasonable also means I would like to extend what you're doing. And then you guys, you can go to 2, you go to 3, and you go to 4. I know that at some point there was a method to this madness where I wanted to make sure that all the ones that drop off in the middle, and all the ones that wait drop off on the, or wait on the outsides. Let's just do it like this for now. We're just going to expand everything a little bit so they have a little more wiggle room, and then get me a couple buildings that make it look like this is busy and such. And I do like that the small buildings actually fit in the front here, so that is cool. And let's just see how this evolves. Because I don't know. Train, are you making money? Probably. Yeah, this is fine, and they can connect there. And now we can just see how they can get into the roundabout, and if that all works, and if they do the things that we need them to do. Obviously, roundabout is not perfect. We can just make this a four-way intersection, but that doesn't feel right. I do like how there's still cars that take the slower route up here. That seems fine. And we don't have any backing up anywhere along the way, and I would count that as a success. We do have this little piece right here, and if you're not a stone wall, I don't want you to show up like that. So that should be fine. Yep, that's good, that's good, that's good. And here we are. Cool. No, I am pretty happy with this. This is a good before and after, and now we have the rail in here. And it doesn't look like we really lost anything, does it? No, I think this is good. Now, put an appropriate train on this thing. How about that is your next move? I like that move a lot, and nobody has moved in here yet. Makes me a little sad. We do have the full road connection right there, but yeah, they're being a little difficult about things. Can I give you a little helper here? If I put that road in, will you start building on this side? I'm really not sure if tunnels stop them too. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I could also make this one a little prettier, but I don't think I have to. No, I'm pretty happy with how all of this turned out. So leave me alone. Let me do my thing. What train, let's do a train signal here actually. What high-speed train are you actually going to put on here to lose you a little bit of money for the time being? Because yes, we're not going to make money on this until the rest of the line is, well, connected and usable and all that stuff. So I have no illusions about that, don't worry. How are we gonna do... You're probably not gonna do any like single way connections from right here right now. So let's just put a couple more signals in. I know I said I would do that without you guys, but there are a couple signals on here already, just not all of them. So I think we're okay. Chippenham, you are my short one, aren't you? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 6 stops. Yeah, Chippenham is the one that I want. This train will lose us some money, but I don't care. I would like to get that train out there because it will be worth it long term. I have not forgotten that the main thing that I wanted to do, there we go, Swanage, back to Chippenham, and then all the way back here. Cool. I've not forgotten that we want to do the Metropolis, but to do the Metropolis piece, I have to increase the number of everything that we get from everywhere, and the best way to do that is by train. This can be ICE 2, ICE, Inner City Express, whatever you want to say there, but this feels good. This feels right. Get me my depot. There's depot. Get me a train that we want to put on there, and we will try a TGV again. The orange one this time. I know they do the same thing. But give me this guy, buy you for money, and put you on ICE 2. You should have no problem getting all the connections in. Let's look at the time. Time is looking fine. I think we can get our local service that goes Swanley, Chippenham, Osset, relatively simple, and then Chippenley. Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot. Let's do it. Which also means this one doesn't necessarily... Oh, this one can get a short... Just a short connection to Swanage, where we have Osset to Swanage with a... don't put a local slow train on there, because now you're really mixing high speed and cargo and local commuter trains all on the same line. You're gonna regret that. I think we're gonna quad track most of this section, especially the middle section, in just a minute. Should you do that right now so you don't have those problems that they only cross at the actual stations? Well, they would also already cross here. You would just have to fix it and make it actually quad track worthy, which that is not hard. Putting... It's not the signal that I wanted, is it? Probably not. I don't know what that was. I wanted a piece of track to see if we can get another one on the outside here. We can. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to let the high-speed trains take the middle track and leave the other ones alone. Like right now we only have 2 trains on this whole section. That's not going to cause a lot of trouble. They will figure themselves out. But I think it will be much better for us if we quad track the whole thing, because I already know that we will have slower trains running on here. So let's just do that. Where is the outside tracks? The outside tracks are your quad trackers. Generally, it is better to use... Don't worry, we'll fix everything. Generally, it's better to use, if you do quad track like this, where I want the middle ones to get the connections that we're talking about, to have a middle platform that it connects to, and then it just goes in and out without crossing too many wires. We're not going to do that today. We're going to do that when we absolutely have to. For right now, I don't think we do. So this should be fine. It should already connect into a tunnel that is quad track connected to the rest. So you, yes, you, there. Cool. And yeah, the speed on these doesn't really matter because the trains that matter. But I'm just trying to max out the speed for all of these pieces so we can go as fast as we want to go down the road. But that doesn't have to mean that everything has to be exactly like that. I don't like that road, so maybe just remove that and see what the game does with it. That's the first part. The second part is this guy will have to come back over here. On this side, I may just leave it the way it is because that should be fine. I'm not going to give it double slip switches that it could connect there or that it could try to get into the wrong track, so that should make our signaling a lot easier. Get me one here, and then we just can place a bunch of signals all over these guys. Yeah, we're gonna get a commuter train going. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm glad that we are, because those are all important things to do to get, to increase your train traffic on the rail. And who doesn't want to increase train traffic on your rail? I mean, come on. Let's be honest. Let's tell me for real. This guy. Sorry, I don't know why my throat is doing the thing that it's doing. But this is okay. I think we have enough wiggle room where we can use the inside track of this for the next thing. That's gonna make your life a little harder because, yeah, okay. Let's just take this out. Good. Very good. Good job. Well done. Okay. Make another piece of track out here and see if you can connect that to something. And I think the answer is going to be no. But that is semi-okay, because now we're going to do this. And then we're going to do a little bit of straight rail. Okay. I think this rail potentially can already go down a little bit. That should be fine. And then from that straight piece of rail, we're going to connect to here. It is digging into the mountain too much because it's aiming down. Okay, how about that one? That is not perfect, but I will allow it. Okay. Chippenham, wherever we are here, is actually a destination for our high-speed rail already, so this should all work out relatively fine. This is the same thing that we did last time, where the rail cuts into each other just a little bit on that side. Let's do that better, because I think bridges can be parallel, and I will do that. Let's do that piece, then we do this piece out here, then we're going to remove the middle piece, like so. Then this is going to be parallel to the bridge. It doesn't have to be as long, but it is as long as right now, which is fine. And then we can start connecting into the actual curve out here, and it will just snap at some point. There, it snapped. I made it snap. It didn't want to snap, but I made it snap. There you go. And you should even be the same level everywhere, which is exciting. And then you can connect here. You can connect here. And we're almost done with quad tracking. We do have to remember that the quad track in this case will bring cargo. So let's take that one away and this one away, that one away and this one away, because this cargo train that we have right now should run through the outside track because it's a slower track. We're going to do this because it gives me the connection right away, and then we're going to take this all away, so we have the crossing out here, and from that crossing I can connect to our cargo platform right there. And you will just get this connection, but in reality, excuse me, autosave. Autosave. Get out of here. And then yeah, here we need a good connection. We need a good story to make this happen. I guess we will get this one in just a second, because we have to cross this. Yes, we have to cross that anyways. There's not much that we can do about that. And we have to make this whole thing wider. Okay. This should be easy, because all I have to do is remove all of these guys. It will probably be easier if we can just double track on the outside of this. I'm not sure. I think that will be fine and easy enough. At some point I may go back through and remove all the high-speed rail and replace them with appropriate brown rail, or the slower speed, the cargo rail, because we don't really need it on all of these locations, but I like having them, and I don't mind this, having just a little piece of cargo set up here, then you guys go back, then give me a road connection. The road will just be here. It can just be a service road. You can be flat. That looks fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Doesn't want to connect the way that I wanted to connect to. There we go. There's our connection, and then you ideally just go down there, and then this whole thing can go away, because that road does no longer serve any purpose whatsoever. So that feels good. I'm going to remove all of this. Why? Because it should make it easier for me to find the right rail, because we're just going to connect from the outside in, and we're going to do that just after this, because this is the problem place for getting these connections in. So all of you go, 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 go. That's fine. Looks like you're trying to connect to that rail right here, which is not helpful. And you outside, good. You inside, not good. All right. I think I wasn't really snapping to this thing. No, I am snapping to this thing. It's just there's a piece there. There's a piece there too. Don't miss pieces of your track when you bulldoze. That is always annoying and always fatal. So don't mess with that. Okay, so these are all kind of connected. There's a problem now. The tracks in the back assume that, well, they're using the wrong ones, but it's actually not a big problem, because this is super easy to solve. And we will, whoa. I could have a choice now to make better choices for the connection of the next piece, because this is where quad track effectively stops. Okay, interesting. Let's see. Why? Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. I don't like what I'm about to do, but I like that on this side, everything kind of combines. So we have the cargo train coming in here, but this is a stop of the cargo rail to come through here. Not the cargo rail, the regional passenger rail. So that is good, which means I really want this. I need to combine. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to combine our rails. So these are both the forward rails. Yes, forward rails is the wrong word here. These are both the rails for right side of the track, and then we have the left side of the track. This one will stay here, just like before. And just like before, this is an embankment. Okay. And this one also. This is the high-speed rail. It should technically, ideally, not be crossed, but I'm not going to be able to make that happen right now. We could try to put a little jumpy thing in here and make a bridge go over the high-speed rail, but I don't know that we will have enough traffic on the high-speed track to make that a thing. I don't even know that we're going to have enough traffic in general to make that really valuable. So I don't think that is something I need to worry about right now, but I do need to worry about this connection. I need to be able to get over here. And this is for cargo and for everything else. And if that causes trouble, that's great, because that will allow me later on to redo some things. But now I have forced traffic control and station connections just by how the rail is laid out, by nothing else. And I am generally pretty happy with that. This, we will have a small problem, because I need a way to get a diamond crossing in here. So this is what we're gonna do. Just relay this as an embankment and put a diamond crossing right before. You can do a diamond crossing on... there's just a single one here, so we don't need both. You can do a diamond crossing on a bridge. It just doesn't look that great, and every once in a while it puts like a weird pillar in places, and no thank you. I'd much rather just do a diamond crossing like that. Get me a little flattened out here, smoothing out there. That's good. And now let's see what you're complaining about. Grain supply self. You should not really have a problem. Oh, this is the problem. Got it. You do have a problem. The problem is this. How about you give me easy connection there? That is an easy connection right there. I appreciate you. And then you give me an easy connection here, like so. That's good. All we need now is another long crossing right here, and now you can figure out how you need to go wherever you want to go. That feels quite okay. You would go there, you would go here, you would go here, and then you could go right here. Make sure that you do put some relief signals in there, because otherwise the train will just lock the next train from doing what they want to do, and you don't necessarily want to do that. Okay, that feels good. All the red signs of doom are gone, so now I can put the regional train in here, new line, and that line is going to run from Swanley through Chippenham to Osset, and then back to Chippenham. Very good. And that's it. This is going to be a regional express because it's a little longer. This is Swan, Chippenham, Oss. Cool. What train are we going to throw in there? Because we are on time. I'm actually surprised that we got that done in a time that I was hoping we could get it done in. But let's see. We have the NOHAP. We have these. We already used that one. We use this one a lot. We have this as a regional express. Well, RE. It's not regional express, but I kind of like it. Otherwise, we have multiple units. This one, you want to throw a Mirage on here? I don't hate it. I think there will be enough traffic to make that work. We don't have any... Oh, inner city. Let's do... There's no way this one gets enough speed. Oh, no. What do we have for passenger tracks? Einheitswagen, Believable car. Okay, I think what we're going to do is this. This is a 140. This one is paired with that. 1, 2, 3. Sure, 99 capacity is not bad. You have a good rating. We're just going to put you on here, and you will be the Regional Express, Swanley, this one, this one, this one. And that's going to be the end of today. And we're just going to see how this one works and add more trains as needed. We do need more... passenger transport in the city. In all the cities that we just connected to, we need a lot more transport just in general. Can't just get that right now, so we're just gonna have to wait, but I feel pretty good about it. And hey, we get to drive over the things that we just built. I'm pretty happy. Look at that interstate like coming down there. That's cool. Yeah, 130. That's the speed of the wagons that you have. I guess that is fine. And then you have to go right. Good. You have to slow down a little bit, but that's fine. And then this is your first stop. That's totally fine. And then we have the high-speed rail going on the outside, so that should all be okay. And you have picked up a couple passengers. That's lovely. Yeah, we'll just see how this evolves, develops. These parts where I have to do the full crossing, we can do some flying junctions, but flying junctions in general just take up so much space and so much pre-planning. We can probably go underneath this cargo station that we just went through if we wanted to, but I would like to avoid that if at all possible. You are on the wrong track, buddy. I may have to investigate that. I think... Okay. Yes, let's investigate that right now, because that cargo train cannot be on that rail. It is because we're out here. Okay. That cargo train does not get forced into the correct location, but we can do that. All I have to do here is remove that signal, this signal, and then have you go from there to here. Okay. There's only one train on here, so I don't have to stop anything, but this should not be a terrible fix. It's just a necessary fix. I want you to go forward just a little bit. Then I want you to cross over somewhere here. It didn't matter where that final location is going to be. Take this one out and get you connected to that rail right there. You almost don't matter. You could cross back into wherever you want. Honestly, this is still just cargo. But at some point we will have a passenger rail go through here, and I do want to account for that. Right now we do have a passenger train going in there already, so we only have this side of the station available for us, and I think this would work really, really well. Let's see. This one. Yep. We're just going to split out from there, and then let's be clever. Excuse me. I don't know that we're going to have a passenger rail running on here, but if I double slip this switch, that passenger train can actually get back on the main route, and now the cargo train does not have a choice. The cargo train has to go out there. What is that red one? Red one should be the Inner City Express. Could not connect all stations. Chippenham. Okay. Can you try to fix it yourself? Yes, you can. Beautiful. Cool. So yeah, cargo train, because of the cargo train can go there, you are still able to do your stupid using of the high-speed rail for a little while. We don't want that, so what we're going to do here probably is instead, either I can get a little train in there. I can't. Okay. I can get one in here. No, I wasn't thinking that I could. But what we can do is probably... Whoa. You just broke the whole thing. That wasn't what I wanted to do. We zoomed in too far. That's my problem. If you could... all the way out here. No, you want a collision all the way. Okay. How about zoom out a little bit so we can see what you're trying to do. And then this is what you want. This is what you want it to do. It should not slow down any of the existing high-speed track, but it will slow down any train in here. That's fine. 333. That's cool. And then this one will be our connecting point. Probably here. Why? There we go. That's what I wanted. So now, without a double slip switch, our regional trains, if we ever put one in here, can still take the correct route. Our cargo trains can go take that route, and everything should be okay. We'll just have to see how things are going in general. So that feels good and appropriate. Everything is where it needs to be. We just need more passengers. And this one, wow, 77 people actually already. Train, no path electric. Where are ya? You are here. You're on the wrong thing, buddy. Honk. Let's get you on the right track, literally. There you go, and then we're gonna remove this wrong track. Once half of you is across, we should be able to do this. Done. Cool. Yeah, currently you're not having a lot of passengers, but I think that train may actually be able to get up to speed, and if that one doesn't get up to speed, we'll just make some changes, but there you go. It goes through a lot of these villages and then takes... I think I will not add a passenger train here right now. I think they will stay exactly where they are, and that looks fine. For the traffic that we have. Swanley, we need a lot of public transit. That one may actually be fun to set up, so we will see when I do that. But for now, that's all I have. Also, this ramp is lovely. Can you make that a little less extreme for now? Yes, this is much better. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.